In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the Flutter package dotted border, as you can see here in the sample app we're going to build today. So for example, we have a container here, and around this container is a border with different widths of each stroke of the border. Then we can also use custom paths with the border, and of course we can also use a circular border. Let's get started. As mentioned, we're going to use the Flutter package dotted border. Just copy this to your clipboard, then in your pubspec.yaml file underneath your dependencies, just paste it in here and run pubget. That's all we need to do for the setup. Now concerning the layout, what I did was building a simple Flutter app, and in here we have a centered column. Here we have a row and just one dotted border widget underneath the row. So let's have a look first at this one here. Of course, don't forget to import the dotted border package. So all you have to do is just use this dotted border widget, and you can give it a child. In this case, I gave it a container of height 200 and width of 120. Just gave it a color so that we can see it. Also wrap this container with a clip rect so that it has the circular border here. And now concerning the dotted border, here we can define a padding. So in between the dotted border and the container itself is a padding of 6. Then I gave it a radius so that it's also rounded as the container. As you can see here, this is the same value. Then you can give your border a stroke width. In this case, I set it to 5. And you can also set the border type. So what you can do is either use circle, oval, rect, or rect. And now lastly, you can define a dash pattern. If you don't define it, you will see something like this here, where the width of each stroke is the same width as the spacing in between. But in this case, what I'm writing here is that the first dash is 6 pixel wide, then followed by a 3 pixel wide space, then 2 pixel wide dash, and then 3 pixel wide space. And then it will repeat and go like this again, and then repeat and so on. So for example, if we were to set this a bit higher, let's say dash parent 20, as you now can see here, the first dash has a pixel width of 20, then 3 pixel wide space, then 2 pixel wide dash, then 3 pixel wide space, and then again the 20 pixel wide dash. Then using a custom path, what I did here first is define a custom path here globally within the home page. So here it says move to 2020, so this is X and this is Y. So the starting point is here, it's 0x and 0y. So move to 20 means move to 20x and 20y. So 20 down, 20 pixels down. Then the next line will go to 50x, so 50 about here, and then 100 y. Then the next one goes to 20 again, x, y's, and then to 200 y, and so on. And all you need to do for the dotted border here is using the custom path parameter. Again, you can define your color, dash pattern, stroke width, and so on. One thing to note is that your child will be over the dotted border. That's why in this case, for example, I set the opacity of this container, this alpha, to 100, and maximum is 255. If this is set to 255, then you wouldn't see the custom path anymore. So just be aware of that. Then finally, concerning our circle here, all we need to do for that is just define the border type.circle. Here you can define again a custom dash pattern. If we comment this, then you can see here the dash width and the space width is the same. And concerning the container here, I gave it the same width and height since it's a circle, and then made a huge radius so that it makes sure that it's a circle. So no matter how high you set this, so let's say 5,000, it will still look the same. But if we set this to 50, then you will see that it's no longer circular. So it should be at least 120. Then it's perfectly circular. Anything above that will still make it circular, the container itself. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below in the comments, and thank you for watching.